Merhaba YouTube ALSENYAZ Oyun kanalına hoş geldiniz. Ben İsa. Call of Cthulhu serisine kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. İyi seyirler, başlayalım. En son bir önceki bölümü izlediyseniz, bir önceki bölümde en son müzede tablodan yaratık çıkmıştı. Onu özel bir bıçakla tabloyu bıçağa saplayarak öldürmüştük. Tabloyu geri sokmuştuk. Bu bölüm işte buraya geldik. Bakalım burada ne yapacağız?
An old diary.
Kaç? 7 diyor da az. Bu bir artsın. Benim amacım şunları fullemek. Bu da 2 olmuş mesela. Bak açılmamıştı, açılmış. Tabii kitapçı olunca normal olarak bu kadar olması normal. Bilemiyorum. 268 168'de. %70 oldu. 4 seviye olmuş bu arada. Yanlış hatırlamıyorsam 3 seviyeydi. İkisi de 4 seviye. Bunlar 3 seviye. Şunları geliştirmemiz lazım. Bunu özellikle bununla geliştirmemiz lazım. O fullemem lazım hatta. Burada bir şey var. XP 70'te 72 olmuş. 2 XP veriyor ki. Çok bir şey vermiyor.
What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Dokunduk. Gerçek dışı. Orada bir beklesin. Daha iyi da beklemez. Böcek falan var lan. Üstü bak böcek varmış. Fare mağara hep ölmüş. Niye bakılmıyor? Bir şey mi eksik acaba? Bunu açmadan bunu şey yapamayacağız. Belli.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
Yaralı gibi gözüküyor.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Geliştiremediğimiz için ne olduğunu anlamıyoruz.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
Oh.
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Duvarda vardı galiba. Semboller.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
İyi bulduk bence.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe. Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Yüce sembolü üstünde taşıyan bu anahtar akıl sağlığını koruyabilmek için tek yol silindirik bir madalyon şeklinde ve bir zincire asılı hale duruyor. Merkezinde yüzyıllar önce yüce kişilerin güçlerine karşı koymak amacıyla işlenen yıldızımsı bir sembol bulunuyor. Tüm deliller Charles Hawkins'in bunu esas sahibi olan Mısırlı bir antika satıcısının çaldığını işaret ediyor. Gazetelerde bu hırsızlığın Charles Hawkins'in Cairo'ya yaptığı ziyaretle çok yakın sürelerde olduğu tesadüfi bulunuyor. Bu eserin gerçek amacını bilip bilmediği yakında olacaktır. Onu bulmaya çalış. Şifreni bilmiyorum ki. Yani hale gelmiş. Mary Colden. Şerefsiz. Ablamızın mesleği yok. Bir şey yazmıyor ki bunda. Yok. Şifresini bilmiyorum ben bunu ya, anlamadım. O gerçi oyuna da daha yeni başladık. Nasıl yaparız hiçbir fikrim yok. Olmadı kaydı duraklatmam.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Arkham yayınları ha? Bilmiyorum ama Batman'e bir gönderme falan mı var acaba?
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Okuyacak mısın? Okuyacak mı? Oku gitsin. Ne okuyacağım lan? Okuyamıyoruz. Niye okuyamıyoruz?
No.
Okuyamadık ki.
This book contains unholy knowledge.
Yani onları okumak zorundayız. Bu seviye yapmışım mesela, bunu okumasam bu üst seviye olmazdı. Vallahi o kiliyi nasıl açacağım hiçbir fikrim yok.
Things are not looking good.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Ne oldu şimdi? Hiçbir şey anlamadım ki.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
9. kitap. Üzerinde bir sayı yok ki, ben 9. kitap hangisine de anladım.
The Queen has little protection. The Chalice of Knowledge.
Anlamadım.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Kaç oldu? 82 mi? 76 olmuş. Böyle tekrar aynı yerlere bakmanın faydaları.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
İkide 2, 11 mi yazıyor, 2 mi yazıyor, 2 yazıyor galiba. Bana ne demişti adam? 9 demişti. 9. kitabına bakacağız.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Bunu geç.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
8.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
4. 9 nerede?
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Ne diyor? Edward Pickman Derby tarafından kaleme alınmış bir dizi şiir koleksiyonudur. Ayrıca kabus lirikleri olarak da bilinir. Bu şiir 1908'den itibaren olmuştur. Bir şey anlamadım ki ben bunda. Hiçbir şey anlamadım valla.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Acaba denesem şifreyi ne olur? Yanlış yapsam ne olur acaba? Ben bir internetten yardım alayım arkadaşlar ya, en güzeli. Bu olabilir mi acaba? Sanmıyorum ama. 17, 18. Bunu bir denemek istiyorum. 17, 18. Gerçi 18 rakam yoktur ki. Yok, aynen yok. 17, hatta 10 bile yapamaz. Anlamadım. Dediğim gibi sizi ben biraz bekleteyim arkadaşlar. Bunun şifresini öğreneyim, ondan sonra devam edelim. Kaydı duraklatamıyorum. Eğer duraklatırsam yeniden başladığımda kaydı şey yapıyor, bitiriyor. Şifreyi buldum. Olmadı. Zaten böyle yapmıyor muydu ya? Ben mi yanlış hatırlıyorum? Tamam, tam tersiymiş. Bu ne lan? Sağdan yüzü mü? Ne oldu? Yo, insanları falan görüyoruz. Yine kliniğe mi geldik? Ne oldu? İsimsiz kitapçıda Pierce bir hırsızlık girişimine şahit oldu. Daha sonra bu işin arkasında Charles Hopkins'in olduğunu öğrendi. Pierce ısrarla onun ne saklamaya çalıştığını öğrenmek üzere kitapçının kasasını açtı. Kasanın içinde bulunan insan derisiyle kaplı bir kitap. Dedektifin oldukça ilgisini çekti. Kitabı açtığı anda benliği başka birine transfer olmuş. Yani benliği başka birine transfer oldu derken ruhumuz başka birinin bedenine mi geçti? Ben bunu anladım. Eğer böyleyse.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
Show me his file.
Tamam.
Don't tell me,
That's why.
Come on now.
An intoxication.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Doktor Fuller bu adama bir yardım falan etmez.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject, severe hypothermia, erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums, necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Ya sus kalmayla bence bu hal olur mu ya? Kolları, ayakları, karnı.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Don't you get involved in this. You've done enough already.
But doctor, this man is dying.
There's nothing we can do about it. He's in the hands of Dr. Fuller. Do you wish to end up like Elizabeth? With a diploma from Nightingale and the chores of a cleaning lady?
No, you're right.
Let me do my own investigation. It's time I found those missing files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Adam tezgahını güzel kurmuş. Çakal.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Normal görünüyor. Evet, diğerlerine göre normal görünüyor daha doğrusu.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Mrs. Sanders?
Hayda, o kadına ne olmuş lan?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Kadına baksana, şey gibi duruyor, cansız mankenler gibi. Öldün mü, ne oldu bu kadına, nasıl diyeyim?
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Ölmüş mü lan? Ölmüş galiba. Yok, ölmemiş.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food. Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
Dr. Colden?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Kız, kimle konuşuyor?
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Yok mu buralarda hiçbir şey? Boşuna mı dolanıyorum?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Ay, yeter yapıyor.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Nerede? Sana mı soracağım?
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Ona göre mi gidiyoruz zaman? Tamam. Ben daha böyle alt katlara falan ineriz. O akıl hastalarının olduğu yere ineriz diye düşünüyorum ama buraya inmemize gerek yokmuş. Güzel.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
O adama karşı hiçbir şey yapamazsınız ki. Elinizde hiçbir şey yok ya.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. The door to the boiler room is locked. Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B. This man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And we had a patient come up from the psychiatric wing. Were you able to see him?
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden.
Dr. Colden.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
I thought we trusted each other.
Really, Marie? Can you swear to me that you're not intending something reckless?
It's because I respect you that I won't lie to you.
Is there something I should know?
You'd better tell me about your symptoms.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
With everything that happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Tamam. Anahtarı burada bulmamış mıydık? Ben mi yanlış hatırlıyorum? Şu kadın da oradan hiç ayrılmıyor ha.
Says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And
the
I'm
answers
the one who
must be
pays.
hidden in Fuller's office.
What a pest. It's so unfair.
Dr. Colden?
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Kadın ölmüş bence ya. Hiç böyle şey gibi durmuyor.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Ne yapacağım hiçbir fikrim yok. Aynı yerlerde dolanıp duruyoruz.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Yaparsın, zorla.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Ne aleti bulacağız ki? Ablamızın gücü yetmedi. Buraya giremeyiz.
I didn't make this up.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
What a pest. It's so unfair.
Alet ne bulacağım ki? Böyle duran oldu mu oyun sıkıyor ya.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Allah, nerede ne arayacağım hiçbir fikrim yok. Burada bir şey var. Güzel. İngilizce mi? Neredeydi o yer?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Hadi bakalım.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
Onlar uyulansın, ben de burada işimi görüyorum.
The last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Hadi düşünmeye bile vakit yok hadi.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Puzzle? Ne alaka lan?
I've unlocked something.
Vallahi salladım.
Patient files. I was right.
Dosya arayacaktık.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Parmak, şerefsiz. Kim bilir kim parmağı.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Bu mudur? Daha var mı bir şey?
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Şakal neler çeviriyorsa artık. Vallahi hiçbir şey yok başka. Benim gördüğüm. Acaba gözümden ne kaçıyor? Yok. Vallahi ufak bir ipucu yok. Takıldım şu an.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
Nereden gideceğiz? Oradan gitme, buradan gitme.
I should go another way.
Vallahi borumla bizi yakalarlarsa tıkarlar akılasız diye. Seçim senin. Büyük ihtimalle o demirli kapıdan gidecek. O demirli kapıyı bulmamız lazım. Kuş. Kan var anasını. Burası bizim kaçtığımız yerde ha.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Hayda. Bu kadar çabuk mu yakalanacaktık lan? Hayda.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Alsak mı lan yardımla? Kabul ediyorum.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Umarım pişman olmayız. Bu arada burada bir bölüm sonu yapalım. Bir sonraki bölüm devam ederiz. Ama çabuk yakalandım. Acaba senaryo gereği mi öyleydi yoksa yanlış kapıdan girdiğim için mi yakalandım? Vallahi hiçbir fikrim yok. Ya ben nereden bileyim adamın orada olacağını. Hatta ben orayı şey yani bu ana karakterle oynuyorken oradan çıktık diye bir oraya merak ettim, gireyim dedim. Girdik, öyle oldu. Akıl hastanesine geri geldik.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Allah o hayattaysa da ona kim bilir neler yapmışlardır. Evet. Burada bölüm sonu yapalım arkadaşlar. Videoyu beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, yorum bırakmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşçakalın.